Yo, what's up, my people? Back again for another session. This is your boy, Lindrox. Again, I represent an organization called the Youth Mentors and Developers. And basically, we've conceptualized Msunduzi Creative Arts Indaba dialogue sessions. Basically, since we had the COVID-19 situation, we couldn't actually host those sessions. So the next best thing was actually hosting them here virtually. So we're back for another session, and again, if you want to be updated about these sessions, just follow our pages, Msunduzi Creative Arts Indaba here on Instagram as well as on Facebook, and then you'll be caught up in terms of what we're trying to do, by just empowering creative artists and whatnot. And then for today, we're still focusing on the visual arts and design session, or dialogue. And so we've got an entrepreneur, someone we also consider as an expert in the creative space, and is also a founder of a company called Awesum Brands here in Pietermaritzburg. So we basically touching on the branding and printing space. His name is Baxolele Majikijela, and basically we're just waiting for him to join us because he was on the road, but he told us he was just sorting out his phone situation, and then he's gonna join us now. So let's just give him a moment and see. We would see when does he come on, and then we'll just add him on the conversation. And then for anyone who's gonna miss these sessions, hopefully this time around we'll be able to share them on our stories, and then you can check it out, and then hopefully we'll be able to save the footage and then edit it and then be able to share it on other platforms, so still waiting for Baxolele to join us, so let's just hang on. And shout out to Snares Nick for joining us, and one person is joining us right now. All right, nice. So I think we've got Baxolele online. Now let's try this thing. Let's get it going. So we're still waiting for him. Yo,
hey,
bro.
yo, you good?
Friend. I'm good, bro. What's happening?
I'm good, my man. I'm good. Just busy. Umsebenzi. Obviously, kune lockdown, so kunezinto ezithile ezisikipha busy.
All right. I know Ziasha. And for abantu abangazi, actually, you were going to be our host if we actually ended up doing these sessions like at the library, né?
Yeah,
so it was unfortunate.
But yeah.
Yeah, man. Let's get into it. I've introduced abantu ukuthi, you're an entrepreneur, founder of Awesum Brands. We're touching on printing and branding today. So can you just give us a background on ukuthi, ubani uBaxolele, and how did you get into the space basically?
Oh, okay. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Okokuqala mfethu ngibonge nje ithuba lokuthi ningibize and also ningi-interviewe lana. It's not something engiyithatha kancane. Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Ebantwini abangangazi, uBaxolele is originally from Eastern Cape. I came here in 2009 after ngiqeda umatric to study, and then I started business in 2015. Awesum Brands. In fact, Awesum Brands was my second business. My first business failed. Ngangiliqale with some friends. That's a story for another day. Yeah. So and then Awesum Brands deals with graphic design, marketing, IT, web development, my apps, and just branding as a whole.
Okay. And so, did you study for this kind of stuff, no Matambe? when you were studying, you took a different route, and how did you actually get into branding and printing? You know.
Oh, okay. I actually studied engineering because I started with mechanical engineering at FET, and then I went to Emankusutu, and then I
Okay.
went to DUT for software engineering. We were mostly focusing on programming games. So there was a section where for every software that you use, whether it's Facebook, it has what we call a graphic user interface. So it required us that we use Photoshop for it. So that's where I think I got introduced to designing ngama-softwares. But vele ngangimuntu okhule edweba imoto imizi. So when I got to do GUI using Photoshop, I think ngazithola ngisekhaya. And then, yeah, I think that's how it started.
Okay, no, so yeah, I understand that. So since you're speaking about Photoshop, so in terms of doing my designs and whatnot, my programs because I know it's not just Photoshop alone. I know Corel Draw and all these other things. So then before which other programs would you suggest or do you use when you're creating stuff for my clients?
Oh, okay. Yazi into abantu abaningi abangayazi ukuthi every software inomsebenzi wayo ohlukile. I-Photoshop is good for doing posters, editing iy'thombe zabantu. But if you want to do ama-layouts that you do printing, Corel Draw is the best. And then bese kuba khona Illustrator. Illustrator is more closely to Corel Draw. But if Photoshop is not good for printing, but it's good for if you are designing online posters, flyers, editing it, even if you are a photographer, Photoshop is good because Photoshop does mostly umsebenzi or closer to our Lightroom for our photographers. But if you are printing, it's good Corel Draw. So what I use the most because we do a lot of printing, so we use Corel Draw for all our stuff.
Okay. I know.
Yeah.
So, for example, abantu who are still raw, who like I consider as my artist, my graffiti artists, and they wanna formalize their thing and try and get into the branding space, the designing space. What advice would you give them officially or formally?
Oh, okay. Into abantu abaningi I mentor a few people abenza lo msebenzi engiwenzayo because I don't look at people as competition. It's always collaboration. That's how I always look at it ukuthi nami khona engizokufunda nawe khona uzokufunda kumina. But one thing I always advise abantu mabeqala, at least have a basic of designing. Because if umuntu you can't design, you really gonna have a hard time. It's difficult to hire graphic designers and afford to pay them like the market range. So the first thing you should know is the basic of designing. Designing ifana nokwazi iyafundwa like ukufunda Excel or ukusebenzisa Microsoft Word. You know when you click this button, what is going to happen. After you are good at that, into sayisele creativity yakho and your own imagination. If you can't imagine anything, then obviously we have a problem because it means you don't know what to create. Yeah, you may know okay, I have to create something, but if you don't know how to create what to create, you have a problem. Imagination, creativity is about imagination. Yeah, and then once you do that, obviously it's important to have the relevant softwares. Once you've got the softwares, then I always advise people that you can start the business without having a machine or printer. You just have to know where do you outsource and have relationships with those people. So it makes it easier. You can actually start the business with just your laptop. If you have the laptop, you have softwares, you can start the business and live cool and liye phambili.
Actually, so njengoba show about you can start and outsource them in terms of printing and whatnot. Bengizoza lapho kulo point ukuthi when as a company, I know it's branding and printing. But would you say marketing now fall under your business model? So to create them like marketing campaigns for for clients out there, so then even either whole shopping markets and brand, print. Would you say you guys are also space kanjani?
Yeah, plus siyayenza kakhulu because most of the things that we print and also ukuthi how do we shape the whole branding concept, imele iqale phansi ukuthi what's the whole purpose of it. So can you understand your marketing? Who are you targeting? An example, if you come to us, you want business cards. If you don't have a marketing campaign or a plan, we advise you according to ukuthi ufuna kwenzani ngayo. And then ufuna ukutarget abantu abakanjani, and then we can tell you if it's relevant for those people or it's not. So instead of just us taking whatever you come with and print, we advise abantu bethu accordingly. And abangenoma marketing campaigns or who have no idea, we then do research and then compile a marketing plan for them, and then bese presentela, and then bese from there. So we do the whole marketing concept. We can actually do it for you, so that into ibrandayo relevant to into oyidingayo. Yabo ungavela usuke uprinte ama flyer, but you're actually targeting abantu abasha who are online.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the only thing says in Gisha about ama marketing campaigns, it's not just about to ufake billboard somewhere, because ungafaka billboard the message is in a rural area and you'll find your target market is not there, and then
it's not there.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think okay, what do you want and who else are you targeting? So with regards to you guys, in terms of printing, did you guys just get into printing full on, and outsource guy? What was your situation?
When we started, basically, I think the first company that we started with the guys, we started in a very weird way because we just had laptops. We started that way. We formed our relationships with people that print, our companies that were all in the business that had the machines. So obviously, by forming a relationship, we went there, we negotiated the prices. We would say, if you print a business card, normal, let's say you print for 100 rand. Look, man, we need to put our own markup. Like, so can you give us for 70 rands, and then see, okay, we have that room got 30 rands. It's okay. We are going to get 30 rand from our client. So that's how we started. We started processing a machine, in fact, but we outsourced it. Then as the company grew, obviously, we started buying machine ganjani. But until today, we still don't have all the machines. Because a machine, you can't just buy every machine that is there. For printing, printing is very wide. You need there's embroidery, there's screen printing, there's heat press, there's vinyl cards, there's digital printing. So, and the average price for digital print, an example, we are looking at 250,000. So, if you don't have a huge market for it, or you get it once a month, it's not viable to actually buy that. And then for embroidery, the embroidery machine in our heads are for the brand new one cost around 600,000. So for us, it's not, we are big in it, but not that much that we would need the machine. So what we did, we went to Aban Amanyamachita, who had a machine Essengenai. So what we do, we exchange our services. If they want digital printing or they want to print flyers, they come to us. But you want embroidery, we go to them.
Yeah, no, that's dope. That's dope. It's not about competition if you want to grow. It's actually about collaboration. And I think obviously in this space, it's very important. Okay, so with you guys as the Awesum Brands, who have you worked with out there? And, what have you branded for them? Or if there's campaigns, can you just give us a few?
Hey. We've branded for everyone and anyone that somebody knows. In fact, I just came out of a meeting with Ubabumkazi Manje. We branded for Ubabunjilo. We also do Namanje Nabo Pumlan Njilo with Induduzo currently. We've done work for Hande. In fact, Hande is one of our clients that we keep doing Umsebens or Rekerai with them. We've done work for Olmutual, for Kia. We've done work for Mercedes when they were launching the AMA A1s. It's A1. Yeah, it's in a Babesenza, branding Yakon. We've done work for a lot of people. Like we've worked with about DJ Sbu. Yeah, man, we've worked with a lot of people. We profile it to at least It's very big.
Yeah.
It's very big. Yeah, we worked with a lot of people, especially emerging businesses and startups. We work a lot with them because you want to eswenzela ama packages alula ukuthi ungaqala business, like you'll have a logo, have letterhead, business cards, flyers, and t-shirts. So we worked with a lot of stuff. We've worked with more than 50 startups.
No, that's dope. That's dope. So basically, at this point, you guys saying it's sustainable as a business, but I know, would say, I'm sure there's been struggles before, and even now, man, just since we're now dealing with the COVID-19 situation, some other people are actually really struggling. So with you guys, imagine challenges that you guys have been through, and being Indian and need the resilience to get to this point where maybe you can say it's sustainable now, and you actually make profit.
Oh, okay. Yazi, business mfethu linama challenges amaningi kakhulu. Linama challenge business when you are young, linama challenges when you are back, libe nama challenges of the reason ukuthi nje uyi-youth yabo. When it comes to ama institutions, especially I think the big ones where you need assistance or financial or funding, it's really a problem ukuba umuntu omncane omnyama omusha yabo, because they have that mentality yokuthi we are irresponsible with finances yabo. And then when it comes to everyday work, I think one of the challenges esibanayo is finding the right talent. It's difficult to get a good graphic designer. It's difficult to get mhlambe abantu abane experience for ukusebenzisa imishini. So those are the challenges when it comes to staff. And then another challenge, I'm a client, in fact. So I'm a client in any business. Kunama client akhona nje ahlukayo. But one thing that esizayo kakhulu is to establish a relationship with your client. Was this is how we work. Have contracts la unnecessary corner, and leyo nto ikwenza ukuthi was ukuthi you don't need to have everything at that time awukhona ukudingayo. You can call on someone and say, man, I need this now, and then they sort you out. If you are in business, and especially the printing one, uzoba umuntu osebenza wedwa, you are really going to have a hard time. It's easier if usebenza nabanye abantu, you collaborate. In that way, if kukhona okushoda ngakwena, you are able to call on someone.
Yeah. No, that's dope, bro. That's dope. So, Joba, with COVID-19, what are you capitalize on? Because I'm a capitalist. They're actually getting richer. Oh, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, they're getting richer. So, you guys, how are you capitalizing on the situation and making the best out of it?
Yeah, but it's been bad. It's been bad, kakhulu, because obviously the restrictions are in place, and into iningi the prices are going up because the supplies are limited, and especially in terms of t-shirts, in terms of vinyl. Yeah, but the one thing that we have realized now is that this whole pandemic has pushed us to change our business offering the way they are. So now we focus more only on digital. As much as we do a lot of printing, but we've also decided to go to let's also capitalize on going digital. So it has worked on us because abantu abaningi now they see what I can't print flyers, but man, let me create a digital poster because people are sitting at home. And then also with managing our social media pages of people have really started.
Okay, let's reestablish the connection there, guys. Sorry about that. Hopefully, I'm still there, But yeah, let's just reestablish that connection. Sure, brother. You were still on the digital point, because it's so crazy, and then you were talking about handling the accounts.
Because one thing that we've also decided was that since ama digital offerings, because abantu abaningi right now are sitting at home. So if you say you're gonna focus on distributing flyers, it's a different mindset, man. In fact, I think the whole industry and the whole business sector has changed, yabo. If you were focusing, let's say, umuntu memgwaqweni uzonikeza abantu ama-flyers, but now you need to start changing. How do you then get the message to these people behlele emakhaya on their phones? So we decided to let's focus on digital marketing kakhulu, from creating digital posters instead of just printing flyers abantu. And also one of the things that we decided to do was, instead of waiting for inbound marketing, now we go out there, we approach companies, we do presentations. It's okay for your PPE, since now you have employees that are coming back to work. This is what we can offer for you. This is what we can supply to you in terms of e-branding, in terms of having awareness. Okay, create posters mhlawumbe ukuthi abantu abagqoka ama-gloves before bangena emnyango, ufaka ama-stickers of social distancing, or ukuthi this is the sanitizing stations. So those things have really worked for us, because we saw ukuthi, as much as it's a pandemic, I never let a good crisis go to waste.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice, Ash. Yeah, like me, Frizil, can you maybe move around? I don't know. Frizil.
Man.
I know Frizil, but it's fine, because I was about to wrap it up, because I think the most important thing is obviously being able to hear you, you know. Just to wrap it up, you know, in general, what sort of advice, you know, just give about out there, you know, creatives out there, and entrepreneurs, you know, the youth, you know, just to wrap it up, and then still and where can we find you guys on my platforms and people want to work with you and all of that.
Oh, okay, thanks, bra. One thing that I would tell about ukuthi, especially abantu abase-businessini or abaqalayo, ukuthi after this pandemic, it's not going to be business as usual. So kumele umuntu athathe lesikhathi abheke ibhizinesi lakhe, the offering, nanokuthi indlela eliyiyona likanjani, because angeke kusafana after this. So you need to look at ibhizinesi lakho, ulibheke ukuthi kusasa lizobe likanjani, ngoba indlela bekuyikona ngempela, it's going to change a lot of things. People are losing businesses, and now it changes ukuthi you will find that by the end of this, your whole market is gone, or a big fraction of it is gone. So you need to find ways of how do you then capitalize on this. And also, I would advise abantu bakithi, especially thina abantu abamnyama, ukuthi sibheke kakhulu izinto zo compliance and in terms of registering your company. Ngoba amathuba, even when they come, this crisis, one thing that it has exposed is that a lot of businesses do not pay EUIF, an example. So now that there's a crisis for abantu abayoclaim EUIF, people are finding out, no man, we should have paid for this a long time, but due to e-compliance, abantu go and get those fundings, because those fundings that are available, there are people who are compliant to pay their SARS, who pay for their UIF and all those things. So Leon, it's very important, because ekugcineni abantu bazothi asiyitholanga funding kanti abasho ukuthi they were not they were not compliant. Yeah, and also nje for abantu bakithi ukuthi singa-give up, especially abantu abasha. Business, what I can tell me now, I started elinye business la faila, and then I started learning in a new direction, but now it's going to a totally different direction. Into ebalekile is that you stereotype and get into business. You may get into business, you would and then find that your clients actually want coffee. Then you change to a coffee shop, or you end up baking. Because if you look at it, or ama businesses amaningi, an example, if you look at USPA, they now cook. They have ready-made food. Woolworths have ready-made food. But if you look at their business offering when they started, they had offering a but they changed because by people, this is what people want. So Mount business, this is what I'm offering people. But also look at bonabadingani, so that you answer their needs.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then also
you should be able to adapt, basically.
Exactly. Ungabi ukuthi wena ubheka ukuthi no, mina into engiyazi kuyenza, I'm going to offer people this, but also look ukuthi bona bayidinga yini lento offerishayo. Yeah, and also for ukutholakala kwethu, i-company yethu igama layo Awesum Brands, obviously it's AWESUM Brands. Abantu abaningi always make the mistake of putting the normal Awesome. kanti wethu
Yeah.
Awesum is an SUM. And then ungasithola on Instagram, it's Awesum Brands. On Facebook, we also have a page, it's Awesum Brands, or you can go to our website, it's www.awesumebrands.co.za, or better yet umuntu angasfonela or WhatsApp preferable inumber sisebenzayo 073-180-5292. So if they have any questions, any queries, whether umuntu oqala ibhizinisi mhlawumbe nama-challenges athile ufune advice, I'm always willing to help. I'm always available. Just send me a text or send me a DM. I'll respond.
All right. No, thank you so much, brother. I think we're gonna wrap it up now. I'm gonna try by all means with and don't have any technical glitches so that we can share it on other pages and other platforms as well, you know.
Thank you so much, my brother. Ngiyabonga kakhulu.
All right. No, thank you, bro. Ziyasha.
Okay, sure, bro.
Sure. All right, peeps. There it is. Baxolele. Please check them out. Awesum Brands. Awesum Brands. Awesum Wabo has a U. So it's Awesum Brands, basically. Facebook as well as on Instagram. And you can work with them. Hopefully, we'll salvage this footage, and then we can share it on other platforms as well. So thank you for everyone who joined us. And yeah, with us, it's Sunduzi Creative Arts in Daba. It's here on Instagram, and then it's on Facebook as well. We've got a page there. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. It's still going to be the visual arts and design session, maybe like 2 more sessions of that, and most probably we're going to move on to the music or film and television. But again, thank you so much for joining us, and yeah, peace out, peeps.